Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. My hair's appropriately crazy. It's been quite a day. I'm just going to come out and say this. I made a video. I recorded the voiceover. Usually, we get a video set on the couch back there. Didn't happen today. Today I was feeling artsy. I wanted to put photos all in this video with a voiceover. It would have been awesome. And then, do you remember that episode of Drake and Josh where they get trapped in the treehouse? And they pull the wall up, but they forgot to cut the door out. So, Josh is like, Drake, where's the door hole? Except in my head, it's like, we built the treehouse in the timeline on Adobe Premiere. And I pulled the wall up by pressing the end record button. And then I'm like, Drake, where's the photos? But unfortunately, he didn't draw it in magic markers. So, it's either this or no video at all this week. And I think I'm going to stick with this because I don't want that creep Mark hanging around anymore. So we're going to upload this. We're going to work on it next week. Do better. It's better than nothing, right? That's what my problem is. I get on this rut where I just don't do anything. And then I'm like, oh, I've not done anything for so long. I might as well just keep doing nothing. So I hope you guys enjoy the effort that I did put into this video besides the picture part. We're working on it. Trust me, it's hard when you haven't been to Disney World in 3 years. I'll see you guys next Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye. What's up, Disney Docs? It's Max once again, bringing another video about Walt Disney World. What else would we be doing over here? Today, I had an idea for a video. I don't even know what we're going to call this, but if you guys have an idea for a title for this series, I want to do one for every park. Just let me know down in the comments if you can think of a clever title. Basically, the idea is that I want to give 3 recommendations for a restaurant to eat a meal at, a snack, a photo spot, and a ride for each of the parks. So 3 of each of those for each of the parks. Let's start off with Magic Kingdom, my personal favorite. So I don't think I want these to be in any like specific order. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. The first recommendation that I have on my list is for the Crystal Palace, specifically for breakfast, because that's the only time that I've been there. But it's fantastic. They have so many things that you can pick from. It is a buffet. You get to meet Winnie the Pooh characters and everything. And it's just generally a pretty place inside there. Like I said, there's plenty of things to offer. Pretty much standard Disney buffet breakfast stuff. They've got Mickey waffles. They've got scrambled eggs. They've got like breakfast ham. Anything that you could think of, they most likely got it for breakfast. And, it's one of the few places that you get to meet the Winnie the Pooh characters. So the kids are going to love it as well. My second restaurant recommendation is probably going to be a hot take, a controversial topic, okay? I personally really like Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe, basically just for the man, the myth, the legend himself, Sonny Eclipse. I'm really into like audio animatronics and especially their significance at Walt Disney World, and I just think he's great. I mean, the food is pretty decent. It's standard at Disney World, hamburgers, chicken tenders, and they also have barbecue pulled pork sandwiches, and that's about it. But that's okay. The only other thing, like, there's no reason that this should be on my list, except I feel like he is truly a spectacle to behold. The only other problem is that there's a lot of places to sit in this restaurant, and Sonny Eclipse is only in one room. So you got to be real sneaky and vulture that seat real quick. That's what everybody does. It's unfortunate, but that's how you got to play the game, son. You got to keep it going. You know what I mean? You got to stay on it. Get that seat to see Sonny Eclipse. Eat your barbecue pulled pork because it is personally my favorite thing that they offer there as well. And just have a good time. It's great for old school Disney fans who are into animatronics like I am. The people who like to go on Carousel of Progress and not take a nap. So the third restaurant recommendation that I've got for you is going to be the Be Our Guest restaurant. And you're probably already typing in the comments down below, Max, you've said before in the past in previous videos that you've not been to Be Our Guest restaurant. How are you going to recommend it if you've not been? Personally, from what I've seen and from what I've heard from people, This place is truly a spectacle to behold. All of the rooms are very gorgeous. All of the dining rooms and dining areas, they're beautiful. There's so many, like, what do you call it? It's like unreal looking at pictures. You'd have to see it to believe it, I feel like. And from what I've heard, the food is rather good. It's one of those things where we're going to try to get there in the fall. If we can. It's not fitting into the plans right now, but we're going to try to work it out and see if we can finally get there and experience it. But from what I've heard excellent reviews from Be Our Guest Restaurant. Moving on to our next category, we have our snack recommendations. This one is going to be an easy one if you're a Magic Kingdom holic like I am. First of all, we've got the Dole Whip from Aloha Isle. Of course, this makes it on the list. This is definitely a crowd favorite. Everybody loves a Dole Whip. It's basically pineapple soft serve ice cream. You can get it at Aloha Isle, and it's great. Everybody loves it. And we're going to smoothly segue into our next recommendation. In case you're not a Dole Whip person, you're not like a pineapple person, you can go get a citrus swirl from the Sunshine Tree Terrace, which is basically the same thing except orange instead of pineapple. This is my personal favorite, but pineapple has grown on me since I have last been to Disney World. So I'm going to have to, really compare them this time. I think the citrus swirl is still going to win just on my list, but I know that both of them are very, very popular opinions. The third snack recommendation that I want to give you might seem like a little bit of a cop-out, but hear me out on this one. I'm going to recommend just a regular old Mickey's Premium Ice Cream Bar. Now, look, if you're going to eat one of these, the place to do it is definitely Magic Kingdom. These things are great also for those Instagram shots. They're so what's the word I'm looking for? Photogenic, I guess. You can hold it up in front of the castle, all that stupid stuff. They're good ice cream bars, though. Let's be fair. The chocolate's amazing, and the ice cream is very smooth. If you're going to eat one of these, Magic Kingdom is the place to do it. So now we're going to be moving on to something that I definitely need to be taking notes of as I'm listening back to the video before we upload to make sure that everything is okay. We're going to go on to photography spot recommendations for all you Instagram people out there. I know that there's a lot of you. Hey, if you're not following us at Disney Docs on Instagram, you should go do that right now. I really do enjoy a lot of Disney World photography. There's such an art to it. It's its own thing. It's crazy, man. Anyway, Magic Kingdom photo recommendations going to be the Purple Wall in Tomorrowland. This one is a classic #Purple Wall. They've changed it quite a bit. I do believe that there's still a bit of it that's just purple, but most of it now has a design on it. So if you're, into that, you can just #Purple Wall it up, dude. The second photo recommendation, I've actually got one of our own to display. Cassie took this picture. It is the castle shot, and that does have air quotes around it. Everybody takes this picture as well, and most of the time it always turns out wonderful. It's almost like, I'm sure that they did. It's almost like the park was designed with this in mind. It's kind of insane how often things like this happen, but this is a great shot to get different angle of Cinderella Castle other than straight head-on. Speaking of straight head-on Cinderella Castle, yeah, you can do that. You can just walk right up, take the photo right in front of it, and be on your way. I would suggest, however, moving back down Main Street, basically to right where you get into the park, right behind where the American flag is, and take a photo with all the shops and stores lined up down Main Street, all accumulating with the castle in the background as well. It's going to be tough to get this one without a bunch of people in the way. The best time to do it's right probably when the park closes. Pro tip, they kind of do brush you out, but they're not really going to kick you out. Let's be honest. I've seen so many people who take advantage of this, not saying that in a bad way, but you can really easily get away with being the last people out of the park. That is your prime opportunity to take that photo right down Main Street. Okay, now the one that everybody's probably been watching this video for is ride recommendations. This one's going to be hard. I love a lot of the rides at Magic Kingdom, And I can only pick 3 for the format of this video. So I've decided it's just a joke at this point. We can't even say anything serious about rides at Magic Kingdom without bringing up the Haunted Mansion. But there's a good reason. This does have Walt's influence and design in it. It's one of the original Disney attractions as well. And it's just great fun. Like, there's nothing else that I can say about the Haunted Mansion. If you have small children, maybe, if they're a little skittish, I don't know. I had one of my 5-year-olds at school, and she went to Disney World. She told me that she went on the Haunted Mansion, and I asked her if it was scary. She said yes. And then I asked her if it was fun. And then she said yes. So, you know, just gauge that based on your kids. Otherwise, there's a lot of things that are fun around here. Like, scary is fun. And there's a lot of, like, behind the scenes stuff. If you know all the mechanics of how everything works at the Haunted Mansion, you can just see it as you go through it. And it's brilliant. It's like being inside a giant, like, Rolex watch or something. I don't know, dude. It's so many different little tiny things going on in the background. It's great. I love it so much. I'm going to stop talking about the Haunted Mansion. Move on to our second ride recommendation is going to be Splash Mountain. I had to pick one of them. I had to do it to them, right? And I think Splash Mountain really fits the bill as the pinnacle of the 4. Is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train counted as one of the mountain rides? I don't know. But I think Splash Mountain is the best. It does kind of have that special place in my heart because usually Magic Kingdom is the first thing that we do on a trip. And Splash Mountain is one of the first rides that we ride. And going over that big drop at the very end and seeing all of Magic Kingdom in front of you really hits me with that, hey, I'm at Disney World feeling, you know what I mean? It's great. The ride itself as well is basically just like being inside a Disney movie. It's amazing. It's kind of old at this point, and I'll give it that if people like to complain about how the animatronics look. But you can't deny the atmosphere in there and the absolute fun of getting wet and going down that big drop. Our final ride recommendation is another one that I've spoken about quite a bit, and I'm surprised because I like Toy Story Mania quite a bit better, but at Magic Kingdom can't be beat is Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. This was on my list of rides that people who don't like rides might like as well because it's more of a game than a ride. It's quite a lot of fun. You get inside the cart and one person can control how the cart spins and you got to shoot targets as you go through the ride. So it's basically just like a game. You get scores between each other in your cart to compare them based on how well you shoot, and it's just fun. There's nothing like it. I mean, I say how much I like Toy Story better, except this one's actually like a physical 3D environment. You know what I mean? It's real. There's something special about it. I like it a lot. So that is going to be it. Our 3 and 3 recommendations from Magic Kingdom. Like I said, if you guys have a better title, please leave it in the comments down below. And if your 3 and 3 recommendations are any different than mine, please also leave it in a comment down below. Or even better, record a video, send it to us. The best place to do that is upload your video on YouTube and then send it to us on Twitter at Disney Docs. And like I mentioned, if you're not following us on Instagram either, it's the same thing at Disney Docs. Hope to see you guys again on Monday. If you liked this video, you can leave a like and subscribe for a new Disney video every Monday. We're going in September, so it's going to be a fun time. I hope to see you next Monday. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.